but I can't change my, okay. Hi, everybody. I don't think anybody's on yet. Thank goodness, because I am just trying to get this oriented. Nope, I'm live. Live chat visible. Okay, I think I'm good. Couple minutes early. Let's get this situated so it is where I can. Oh shoot, there goes somebody. Hi everyone. That's the best I think I'm gonna get. I'm a little crooked though. Hello. Is that a little better? Feels a little off, a little crooked. Probably should have tried this out first. Should have. There went my buzzer. Oh yeah, I'm 2 minutes early. That's awesome. And where did my, where's my mitt? Hello to everybody watching. We're making cookies, and this is peanut butter right here. And they do look good. They look like they're done. Okay, I'm gonna take them out. We're gonna let them sit for a minute. Timer off. That's the last bit of peanut butter. Thank you. Hello, hello. This is supposed to be warm. Feels warm. It could be a little warm. All right. Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to live. I'm just making cookies. I just took the peanut butter cookies, some peanut butter cookies, out of the oven. I'm warming water so I can make royal icing, which I have the ingredients here. They're all in the powdered sugar, the meringue powder, and my extract. And then I made these already. These are little roll-out cookies. And then I have a couple of bags of these that I've made. And I'm gonna just ice them up while I'm on with you guys and put some sprinkles on. So let me grab some sprinkles. How's everybody doing today? Okay, this is good. So the instructions for the royal icing said use warm water, and now I have hot water. I'm gonna let that cool for a minute. And we're going to depan these peanut butter cookies, put the rest of my peanut butter cookies on, get those in the oven, and then I'm gonna switch to the chocolate chips. So these are cookie doughs I made previously. I put them in the freezer, and now we're baking. It's baking day. These I made already. They're so cute. They're just plain rolled out sugar cookies, but they're not very sugary. That's why they need the icing. Let me do that. Let me know in the chat. How's everybody doing today? Hold on, I'm gonna go depan these. I'll be right back. There's one. Second. This dining room is this way, and it is just a table with tons of cookies on it. I have a parchment sheet, and I lost a peanut butter cookie, but that reminds me to mark my cookies. Every time I take a cookie out of a tray of cookies. I'm putting 12 on a tray. Every time I take a cookie tray out of the oven and depan it, I mark it on a sheet because I need 60 dozen. So I think I'm at, including these that haven't been frosted yet, I think I'm at around 20 dozen so far, which is pretty good because it's only 10 o'clock a.m. my time. I'm still in my pajamas. But we're working it. We're working it. Let me wash my hands real quick. I washed my hands a ton today. Can't seem to wash them enough. And I'm doing dishes as I go. So I don't see anything in the chat. So if something passes us by, forgive me because I'm doing a few things at once. Like I said, today would be a little mad. It would be slightly mad, but it's going to be fun because once I get this frosting going and I'm frosting these cookies, I'll have time to look at the screen and we can chat. But first things first, we quickly get these on and then wash my hands right away. These are peanut butter cookies. I didn't have a marking on it. Sorry. A couple of them don't have markings on them, but that's all right. Okay, I've got 3 left. Yeah, piece of parchment. Those are still going. I have 3 left, and I hate to put them all on the same tray. I hate to use a. Let me start over. I have 3 peanut butter cookies left, and I hate to do a whole tray just for 3 cookies. So I'll start the peanut butter ones, or I mean the chocolate chip ones. There we go. Bag of chocolate chip cookie dough. Let's do that. You know what? Let's not do that because I don't want to change up my tally because then I don't have a full dozen on that tray. Let's not do that. Let me wash my hands. Does anybody else do cookies for Christmas? Do you make Christmas cookies, or is there something that you make that is tradition every year? As I get these in the oven. And they go on for 12 minutes and then I check them. Does anybody else do cookies? Let me see where we're at in the chat here. I don't know if I have all chats visible. Oh my gosh, there we go. Sorry. Oh, hi everyone. Oh, Aunt Beck. Hello. Aunt Beck's Creations. I want to say hi. Hi. Oh, it's disappearing on me. There we go. Terry, hi. So chilled. Hi, Michelle. Michelle, hi. Terry, Divinity and Thumbprint cookies. So I have never done a thumbprint cookie. Never. Never done a thumbprint, but I've ate them and they're delicious. You have to chill that dough. That would be my one question. Does the dough have to get chilled? Because I do have, Michelle, my mother-in-law does a lot of cookies and help me. Get there. Yeah. See? We do a lot of cookies. Obviously, that's what I'm doing day to day. And the best part, chocolate and no-bake cookies are always a hit. No, I know. The only chocolates I have here are chocolate chips. Sometimes I do those chocolate, some years I do the chocolate cookies where they're like crinkles, the chocolate crinkles. Yes, you need to chill the dough for about 5 minutes. Oh, that doesn't take long. That's not bad. I have dough being chilled in the fridge right now. I'm making peppermint shortbread. This is my first time making those. But what I did is I dyed part of the dough red And then I flattened it out, layered it, and rolled it up to make like a spiral, like a pinwheel. So that's how I went with that one. I'm gonna put my water in now and see how this royal icing goes. I'm just gonna spoon it on and then sprinkle before they dry. So this way I can read the comments, hopefully. And I think I don't know why, but my iPad is kind of playing games with me. Like I want to see all the chats. Need to chill the dough. So that those pinwheels have to be chilled for, it said minimum 2 hours, and I got that recipe from King Arthur Baking, it used to be called King Arthur Flour, and then whatever reason they changed it to King Arthur Baking. Dipped pretzels. Oh, I love a dipped pretzel. So we watch QVC quite often. On Wednesday nights, QVC has In the Kitchen with David here in the US. And it's like a cooking shopping show. So imagine Andrea's lives for Beyond the Pink Door, but cooking. And we watch that on Wednesday nights and on Sunday afternoons during lunch. This guy is on. And sometimes they have pretzels, chocolate covered pretzels from Miss Printables. Printables is the brand, and they always look so good. They're like super thick, but they're the full pretzel rods. I'm trying to make this a little bit looser. Ooh, did you see that? I splashed. When I worked, I would make 6 different cookies. Yeah. I think today it's about, I'm going to grab my list here in a minute, but I want to say we have, you know what, I better clean that little splash of water up real quick. I want to say there's about 8 cookies today. 8 types, because I can only fit, well, let me check, hold on, I'll let you know the rundown. We have these shaped cookies, they're cookies. We have chocolate chip, peanut butter, ginger snaps, white chocolate with cranberries, which I made the last time when I did the live. This is a great consistency. Sugar cookies with sprinkles. So those are a chewy, soft cookie. I love those. I make snowballs, which have many different things. I grew up with those being called Russian tea cakes. I wish I could stay and hang out. It's okay, Aunt Beck's Creations is watching, but she's got a lot going on. No worries. Snowballs are the powdered sugar ones. They're like little clouds of nut. It's like a shortbread with a nut inside. And I grew up with them being called Russian tea cakes. I know some people call them Mexican wedding cakes. I now call them snowballs because that's what they remind me of. The peppermint shortbread, and then I made some oatmeal raisin. I didn't like how those turned out because that was frozen cookie dough, and I don't think the oatmeal raisin cookie dough froze well. So I might do another batch of those, but that'll put me at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cookies. 9 cookie varieties thus far today. And I have 11, 12, 13, 14, 21, 2, 3, 23 dozen made. That's pretty good. So I'm almost halfway there. Okay, so we have this real icing. I'm going to leave a couple of drops of this water there, just in case. This will be my next batch of cookie dough. If the chocolate chips, will start baking those while we're frosting these. And then I need a spoon. And washing my hands again. Like, sorry if you can't see me on the screen. I am genuinely always washing my hands. I have a pile of clean towels too. Okay. We have this here. I've not made these in a very, very long time. So this is gonna be something. I was gonna just pour the frosting on. I kind of want it to be a little haphazard. I know that sounds weird, but I do. kind of then reminds me out as it dries. But it's royal icing, so I use meringue powder for these. A little bit on, and I'm not piping these because I just want them to be covered with the frosting, and then I'm gonna put some sugar sprinkles on them for fun. I kind of want to pour over. I used to make these cookies and pipe the royal icing, you know, make them, decorate them. I used to do little doggies when I had my last dog. I made cookies that looked like him. Not for Christmas, just for the heck of it. I used to do all different designs. We had so much fun kind of making them, but you spend so much time decorating a cookie that somebody's going to eat real fast. And they are pretty, but I just decided it was time to make life easier on myself, especially on a day like today where I'm making so many cookies. I don't have time to be piping decorated cookies, and people don't care. So I can get a handful here. I probably should have put a glove on for these because they're going to get everywhere. But I'm okay. I'd like to dip them, but that's what my original plan was, to dippity dip. It's going to be okay. And then before these dry, I need to sprinkle them. So I got to put sprinkles on these all the time. Take my towel, and we're going to do some red sprinkles. Kind of make them look like an old store bakery type cookie. Take that sprinkle out, that sprinkle out. I've got some green ones too for the trees. Grab those. And then I have other sugar cookies that are going to have different sprinkles on them, so that'll be fun. Take these lids out. But what I like about these are they're smaller and they just add pops of color, and it's still a somewhat soft cookie, but it's not a super sweet cookie because of the frosting. Yeah. What is everybody up to today? Is anybody going to catch Andrea's live at when it comes on in a couple of hours? Oh, I love the sprinkles too. Michelle, the sprinkles are where it's at for me. I love a cookie with sprinkles. I actually prefer a cookie like that, where it has frosting and sprinkles, than the fancy piping that I used to try to do. I say try to do because I could have been better at it, but I did love doing it. It's awful though for Christmas time when you're trying to make 720 cookies. That's my goal today. 720. So after I get a handful of these, then I'll do a batch of sprinkling, so that way I want to get the sprinkles on before the royal icing sets. And I love how when it's the flood stage, it does flatten out really good. I'm babysitting my great niece and nephew and them. Yep, I hear ya. That one is going to get the green sprinkles too, and then these are going to get the red. I usually do all the decorating ones at the end of the day, but that's not happening today because we're live, and I thought this would be easier and give me an opportunity to somewhat be able to read the comments and actually talk. But royal icing also take a couple of hours to dry or set. Sets quick. It takes time to dry. Go. So this is my Vlogmas today. My Vlogmas has been so far so good. I have never lasted this long. I feel good about it. Anybody else do YouTube videos that have attempted the Vlogmas? Oh, that's my cookies. Okay, hold on. Cookies. I heard the timer. Couldn't have been at a worse time. But it's all right. This one got a little hurt. It looks like it's missing a bit. Looks like the Liberty Bell. It's got a crack in it. Someone will not even know what the shape is of that cookie and be okay with it. It's got sprinkles on it. Count me in. Okay, I'm starting to get sloppy here. I gotta take those cookies out of the oven. Put this here. Got a couple of trees here. We'll get a couple more trees. I like doing the trees green. People will know what it is. Okay, I heard you, I heard you, I heard you. Anybody else talk to their oven? Just me. Okay, yeah, this is very good. Beautiful. Just, can I move this? These are my peanut butter cookies. I think my peanut butter cookies and the white chocolate cranberry are the two top most requested. I do chocolate chip because who doesn't like a chocolate chip cookie? And then I try to do some festive, like something with sprinkles. I personally love my sugar cookies that have sprinkles on them. And the other, they're not these. I do another sugar cookie that's rolled like these other ones. And I dip them in sprinkles and I use the red, white, and green sprinkles, like the Jimmy's. Those are I love food. You guys know, I love food. That's why I have the weight issues I have. I love me some food. Yeah, these kind of remind me more of how grocery stores look. Can you see them? I'm gonna let those cool for a minute. And we're gonna keep going with these. Then I'll depan those and I'll start the chocolate chip process. Which is fun. Chocolate chip ones are easy peasy. They're kind of like my filler cookie. So when you do, that's my probably top tip, when you're doing cookie trays in bulk. You get something that appeals to the masses that's super easy to make. You can't go wrong, and for me that's chocolate chip. And I just pile them on. That's a filler cookie. Did I forget to turn my timer off? I did. And I'll take a break for lunch. When I get off with you guys, I'll take a break and have lunch. And that'll give the oven a minute to kind of take a break also, because I think that's just as important. You don't want to overdo your oven during cookie baking. We've been doing this for years. And Big Daddy in the garage, far, far, far away. He knows I don't want him in my way. He knows it, and I appreciate that. Because if I get stressed out, I don't want to be stressed out, especially today. I refuse to be. This should be a happy day. Nothing more fun than making cookies. I'm gonna do the bells pink. Baking cookies should be fun. And all my stockings seem to be red. Like, I just think, well, I got one that's green. Yep, there we go. Okay, let's depan. Where is my oven mitt? I'll be back. I'm gonna go depan these. And then we'll start loading up for chocolate chips. One, two. Look at that, it's already 10:30. Like, this day is flying. Flying. Okay, cookie dough balls. These are my chocolate chips. This is just one of, I think, 3 bags. This one's cool. Quickly do this. I gotta move it. These are defrosted already. I took these out a while ago, so they've already kind of defrosted. You can cook these frozen or defrosted. I prefer a frozen. Okay, pop these in the oven. Oh. We're going there. Okay. Now let's see how we're doing with these. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything in the chat? Oh, Michelle, yeah, thank you. Oh, so chilled. I'm enjoying your Vlogmas. Thank you. I'm enjoying it this year. How are we doing? Are these starting to set? They are starting to set, so I'm going to move them up. I'm enjoying it. Like I said, previous years I tried to do Vlogmas and I lasted, if I was lucky, 1 week. So I am into 2 weeks. Today is day 14. So I'm really proud of myself. I'm really enjoying it. I'm spending a lot of time with it, but I don't have as many appointments as I have in the past during this time of year. So it has been convenient. And I'm doing a lot of planning, and I got a lot of stuff to our accountant and insurance company, because when you run a real estate business, they want your figures every year of what you sell and everything like that, so they can calculate your next year's insurance rates. So this is the boring part of having a business. So I've been working on that kind of stuff, and it's all necessary, but in any business that you have, I'm sure there's regulations and stuff you got to do as well. And then we're planning, I teach real estate as well. I'm a licensed instructor for real estate, what they call continuing education. And realtors or real estate licensees in Indiana have to do so many hours of like education credits every year when they have their license active. And so I'm one of those teachers. So we're also working on our curriculum for the next year and trying to get some classes planned, because when people are slower, I feel it's the best time to do classes. And in the winter, in the deep of winter, when we have like today, it's 12 degrees outside here in my part of Indiana. When we have a cold winter and people don't want to go show houses, and I had a client this last week that wanted to see homes, and then she canceled because it was too cold. She's like, it's too cold for me to want to go out. And honestly, I get it, because I don't like going out in that cold weather either. I don't like going out when it's snowing. I don't like going out when it's any kind of inclement weather. It's not for me. You do what you have to do sometimes, but I just hate it. But then I say that, but then when it's super beautiful out, I don't want to work. I want to swim in the pool. I want to relax. I'm going to change gears and ask you guys, for those that are watching right now, is anybody watching Stranger Things, or have they watched season 5 so far, Stranger Things? Because we just finished all the available episodes for season 5. We just finished last night. And we were blown away. So is anybody else watching Stranger Things and has been blown away? Just curious. I don't see any comments. Am I the only one? Am I the only one that's like a kid from the 80s that's watching Stranger Things? Sometimes I feel like it's my iPad's not wanting to update for me or put this chat on the screen. I don't know how to do that. I press the button, but then it like goes away. Oh, haven't gotten around to it. It is. So I saw my sister the other day. We went and did our shopping. Had a great time with my sister. And she had said, oh, I tried to get into it. I tried to get into it and I couldn't. I didn't see who left that comment because I was looking at the cookies. Hold on. Thank God for cleaning supplies, because everything I touch. Oh, Terry, I watched the first episode and couldn't get into it. My grandkids came over and watched it. So yeah, my nieces watched it. I think the first episode is a tough one, tough to get into, but if you can get past the first episode, and I thought the first season was a little bit more scary than the others. I mean, they're all kind of scary in their own way, but it's not like a horror movie that I don't like, because I don't like horror movies, and I don't know, this is more sci-fi for me. There is some gore, but not a lot. There is definitely like edge of my seat. There's something, and I think a lot of it is the nostalgia of the time, because I was born in 76, so this is like pretty nostalgic for me. There's an episode where it's Halloween and the kids are dressed up as Ghostbusters, so there's some nostalgia there for sure. I really enjoy that, and I've just my nieces watched it after I saw it, so I saw it again when the nieces were watching, and then Big Daddy he watched it with me again. So I've watched them several times, these episodes, and I don't know. I'm praying for certain characters to make it through. It's kind of sad when you're praying for a character on a TV show. Please don't let them kill that person off. There's characters I don't like, It's very interesting. It has become very. I was born in '74. Grew up. Yep. See, I know. It's. I think it's our time. So you probably would really like it, Michelle. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. I'm having fun with these pink sprinkles because it's not necessarily a Christmas color, but it's still a pop of color. And I'm going to do some trees pink. Why not? Why not? Okay. I have a lot of these because they're so tiny. They're perfect. And I'm hoping we have enough cookies to go around where I can get more than 20 trays this year. Even if I can put a couple on a paper plate and give them to our neighbor, like that's something I love to do. I love to surprise our neighbors with treats when I'm baking. Just me. I've washed my hands. Oh, we got Terry. You were a teenager in the 70s. Well, some of these characters are adults in the 80s too. It is scary though, but last night we finished the last available of season 5. The rest come out Christmas, and then the finale is on New Year's. And I will say, like, I was blown away by the ending of what they provided for us to watch so far. The ending blew me away. I was expecting some of it, but blew me away. Excited. I'm getting kind of haphazard with these now, but once they get the sprinkles on them, and everything kind of floods and evens out and levels off. That's what I want to say. They kind of level off. I like the royal icing because it hardens so good and it's white. It's opaque. It's not a glaze. It doesn't just give like a appearance of frosting. It's like a little white ceramic layer. So that's where I kind of fall into play with that. And I kind of like when they're not perfect and they got a little bit of a messy look to them. Like, I don't know, that's just me. Somebody else is going to say they don't look professional, but they're not supposed to. I'm a home baker. And these are something we do, and I want everybody to know they're definitely homemade. I want no ifs, ands, or buts about it. These are homemade. I was going to just pour this over, but I kind of like how it looks like this. Some of them kind of look like they've been poured over. Ooh, Michelle. Yeah, you know, get credit for it. What is everybody up to today? What are you guys up to, and how's the weather where you are? It's so cold. Penny wouldn't. Penny doesn't want to be outside. It is too cold. It's 13 degrees right now, so we're getting a little warmer, but 13. That's too cold for a dog to go for a walk. It's too cold for me to be out, but you know, they gotta do their business. I have her geared up in her little coat. This morning she had a sweater and a coat on. She hates the cold weather. Penny hates the cold weather. That's a good amount. That's one bag done. I have another bag of these. Okay, the trees. Let's do the trees. That might it for my tree. There's a tree. I have a lot of trees in the next bag, I think. We're gonna do. There we go. If you heard that, that is my cue that my chocolate chips need to be looked at. I always set my timer for before they should be done. Always. I have a lot of red sprinkles, so I'm going to just red sprinkle everything right now. All the bells that I have here, I'm going to red them up. Because I have a whole bunch of red. Okay. Check these cookies. Oh my god, they look great. Awesome. I'm going to give them another minute. Okay, I'm going to give those one more minute. These look good. I have a whole nother bag to do. I'm going to make room in the landing area, so hang tight. Here, let's take these out and let me show you how my cooked chocolate chips turned out. Yeah, they look good. These kind of moved around a little bit, but they still look really good. I'm going to let these sit here for 1 minute, and then I will depan them. And in the meantime, I have new parchment papers. Well, these aren't new, these are from the last batch. Let me mark those chocolate chips that I'm taking out. I have my list. And then you guys see my cookies here. So I just took 2 chocolate chip out. I'll take that. That's just my, forgot to turn my timer off. Those are sitting. I have one tray here. I'm going to start filling this tray up. Let me depan these. Yeah, it's pretty boring, isn't it? This is what I'm going to do all day. We're going to get pizza delivery tonight, which is awesome. I love a good pizza delivery. You know, 90% of the time when we have pizza, we make pizza. So we have pizza delivery tonight because I am doing dishes as I go, making this different batches of cookies. I want to make the snowballs next, but I'll do that when I'm watching Andrea's live. I'm excited about that actually, because I'll be able to make those snowball cookies and just kind of relax and form those little balls while I'm watching. Yeah. And then I think, then I'll slice and bake my pinwheels. I'll take some pictures of things when I get off here, just so everybody can see later, and I'll post those on Instagram, and I'll put it in YouTube if I remember, and I hopefully will. But I like having memories of the hectic of the day, because I don't know how long this will last. how long will I keep doing the cookie making? Let me depan these. Okay, put our, and I reuse my parchments a handful of times. I don't just use them once because I think that's kind of wasteful. They usually do okay a couple of times. Those are clean, fresh towels, and then I need to get rid of them. But if I used my silicone mats, I'd be washing them non-stop, and I needed them actually to roll out some cookie doughs for those pinwheels I'm working on. And this is much more convenient, and today's a day of convenience. That's why I make my dough in advance. And I put it in the freezer. And I just make them into little balls and pop them in the freezer to make it as easy as possible. And then after breakfast, I pop some ibuprofen. So I try to have it definitely an easy day. Because when you're standing and walking all day, and the stress of everything, I can easily give myself a backache, and I don't want that. Because then when things start hurting, you get in a bad mood. I don't want to be mean to Daddy. Like, he doesn't deserve that. He would do nothing wrong, and I don't want to snap at him because I don't feel 100%. That's not fair. Now I'm going to pop these in. Minutes, wash my hands, and come back and do some more frosting. Okay, there we are. We got some cookies frosted. You guys can kind of see they're not perfect, but they don't need to be, not one bit. They're so lovely. People don't care. They're gonna be like, ooh, sprinkles. And we have so many other fun ones too. So this is a lot of just fun. And I like to have a colorful cookie tray. Let me show you those trays. I don't know if you can hear Kenny. So these are our cookie trays. Just like something you get from the grocery store if you went to the bakery section and bought a tray of cookies. We buy these in bulk. So my goal is 20 trays, but I would honestly really want a few more so I could put some on paper plates and give them out to neighbors, and like my parents get a little bit of cookies. They're going to. And my uncles, because they're going to enjoy them. They usually like that kind of thing. I might make some raisins too, because I made some earlier today and I didn't particularly care for them. All right, so I have this one done. This bag out of the way. Thank you so much, everybody, for taking the time to kind of hang out and chill with me. I think we got just a few more minutes left, and then I'll leave you be so I can you don't want to see my back, so I can continue on. And these are starting to look real good. They're setting, so that's one. So simple. They're just a little. I don't need them to have a ton of sugar on them, even though the trees look really cute. There's white and, where's my camera at? There's white and green sugar cubes in that one. Yeah, lots of fun. Lots of fun. globs I want to clean up. Yeah, just really cute. I wonder if I could just pour them over the last batch. Get a big rack and try to pour for these. Those are cute. I'm always changing it up. This one is mostly trees and stars. That's fun. The other one had stockings, trees, and bells. And these were just cookie cutters that I had. Little cookie cutters I had. Yeah, fun. Get a parchment sheet. Too little. We got 7 minutes left. I'll close this up when I take those other chocolate chips out of the oven. You know what? No, I'm not going to fight those. I'm just going to start working on these. I was going to take out a really big, like, baker's rack, but I don't want to fuss with it. I just don't want to fuss with it. Did I miss any comments? Let's see what we got here. Will Big Daddy help with the cookies? I asked to stay out of my way. Yeah, he will help. Big Daddy will help today. After they're made, he usually does help me arrange, and we put all the trays together. Right now, there's a table where the cookies are just all laid out. There's a spot on our dining room table where they're cooling, and then once they're cooled, I kind of pile them up. So I'll take a picture after they're all made and they're all piled. Yeah, no, I asked him to stay out of my way, Michelle, really. And it's not anything against him because he wants to help. He asked me like 3 times already this morning, what can he do? And it's just a matter of sometimes letting my go and do what I need to do and not have to ask somebody. I don't know, it just, sometimes it's easier when there's nobody else around you. And we've done this for so long. He and I have been together almost 20 years, and we've probably done these cookie trays for like, I don't know, 15 years or so. It's a lot though. It's a lot of work. I mean, I start making the cookie dough just to leave in the freezer. Yeah, it's a lot of work. But he'll come afterwards and he'll help me arrange them all, and I will at that point know how many of each flavor cookie will go on each tray, so then we'll kind of work together and we'll put them all out. Yeah, he's so good, and he tries and he gets me ingredients. Like yesterday he picked up something for me at the store. He's very good. He did not want to be a part of the live today, which is absolutely fine. He's not somebody that likes to be on camera. And I guess I'm a ham. I do. I don't mind it. So he's in the garage and he's happy there. That's his favorite place. And he just got a 3D printer. So he got himself a 3D printer and he's been printing stuff like mad. And it's fun and hysterical at the same time. Like, I get a kick out of him making these 3D things. He's making all different stuff. He made my nieces, my one niece, like a couple of bookmarks, and just fun. And that's giving him something to do when he just started vacation. So he's like a kid in the candy shop right now. He's putting things up, and I absolutely love it. And it makes him happy. So he's in there. I think there's a Bears game today, so he's in there. He's going to be happy where he is, and then we're going to get pizza delivered tonight. Usually we make the pizza, so he's in a good place. And he takes half of these cookie trays for his clients. So I think he's very easygoing. He's very easygoing. I'm very blessed to have him in my life. Yeah, I love him a lot. Anyway, okay. Don't want to get all mushy and talking about my guy. And we're not even talking about sewing. But I will be watching Andrea's live. That's my goal, is to watch Andrea's live today and have a moment of relaxation and just work on that snowball cookies when I'm watching her. So I don't know whoever watches Andrea's lives, but I love them. That'll be like my time for doing that. If I have time tonight, I'm going to work on my super secret Christmas project. And I only say that because it is for a family member, and I'm making a lot of gifts for family this year, but it's a family member's present, and I know they watch my channel at times. So I just want to be, it's something I've been working on heavy. So, yep, those cookies are about done. I've got 3 minutes to go. I guess I'll start working on these for you guys, and then we have 3 minutes left before we're an hour in. So I'll let that be. So that way, I think it's going to take like ages for YouTube to kind of go through that and make it in there. And I had a hard time today because I arranged and scheduled my live, but when I tried to go live, it didn't show it. It's the weirdest thing. I haven't quite figured out everything about YouTube. I haven't. Or Instagram. I'm really bad at Instagram, so I'm trying. It's just hard. It's not my norm. I'm still learning Facebook. And I'm happy I don't have too much knowledge on any of those, honestly. I think it's easier to spend time watching and learning than it is to try to keep up with all that. Especially when it's your hobby. The minute it's not fun, it's not your hobby anymore, is it? So, yeah. I have these sprinkles here. They have like little Christmas trees on them. Might try those. They're really big sprinkles, so I don't know how that's gonna go. They're like candy size. They're so big. We'll try some of those, see how we do. They'll hide all the flaws of the icing, that's for sure. Once that beep goes, I think I'll bid you guys adieu for the day. And then tomorrow's vlog should be interesting because my day tomorrow is a realtor event I have in the morning, and I'm delivering cookies. So hopefully I'll be able to take you guys for some of that, which should be fun. I love how sometimes you make a rolled cookie, and even though it's shaped and you cut it out, they don't translate well after they come out of the oven. They just don't look right. Maybe they were shifted in the oven when I was putting them in, because I kind of throw my cookies in and I take them out, I throw them out. I am not delicate with anything. Thank goodness I didn't grow up to be a surgeon, because I am not delicate. And there we go. Let me take these out. Oh my gosh, my house does smell good, but this morning I did ginger snaps. So the first thing Big Daddy noticed was the smell of molasses. And then I worked on making this peppermint shortbread cookie dough. And I couldn't get the peppermint extract smell, like it got in my nose. It was just so strong. It was just so strong. Okay, these need another minute. So I try to be quick. 1 more minute. I'm not feeling this too much, but this one with these. I used to take chocolate chip cookies, dip them in white chocolate, and then dunk them in sprinkles. FYI, that one always went over very well too. I don't know why I need to tell you guys all my cookie ideas. I just can't do every cookie every year. So some years I try a different cookie and I have to retire one. But I always keep those chocolate chips because those are the filler cookies and they're the ones people will always, it's like a safety net. They'll always eat them. Okay, that's my minute. And then these chocolate chips are done, and then I have to move things around in the other room. So it'll move there. And we have gorgeous chocolate chip cookies. They're puffed up right now, but as they cool, they're gonna flatten and they're gonna have all these delicious grooves in them, and it'll be very textural. Grab one from the other room and show you. I'm gonna save this one for myself, but so you can kind of see. This is what they look like when they're done. See how they get like the cracks in them. Just gorgeous, beautiful on the back. Yep, this one doesn't have a lot of chocolate chips, so it deserves to be with me. Okay, I'm gonna let these cool for a minute and then I'll pop in the next set of cookies and I will bid you guys farewell. Thank you so much for checking in on my Vlogmas today. I do appreciate it. I hope you're doing good. Thanks for the chat. And maybe I'll see you guys on Andrea's in a couple of hours. And I'll pop in some pictures on Instagram and YouTube. I'll post some pictures as after we're all done with everything so you can kind of see what you kept me company with today. All right, take care everybody. Bye-bye. Bye Michelle. Bye everyone. Thank you for watching.